We in here, y'all. We in here. Oh man. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Bomb squad, what up? Yeah. We are in here. Thank y'all for the likes. Fresh off of vacation. Woo wee. Man, I tell you, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. So how y'all living? How y'all living? What's happening? Man, look, I probably jinxed myself because I said this a couple weeks ago that I have been blessed to not have any technical difficulties. But man, oh man, they got me today. They got me today. But we're gonna make sure we take care of business. Bomb squad, what's happening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Nick, what up? Holding it down. Oh, your boy Otani on the mound tonight? All right. What's happening? Oh man, they got you today. 9:20. You got off at 9:20? Oh, you talking about me? Which one? Which one? Oh man, I saw the light. What's good, my brother? Yeah, man, had a good vacation. Glad to be back in the studio, but man, life will humble you. No matter what, life will humble you. Just when you think you're on a roll and everything is great, life will slap you into place, and you be like, "Whoa, what happened?" And then that's what happens. What's up, Jude? Dooley the Bully, live from Sacktown. What's happening? What up, Jude? Man, I'm happy to be back, y'all. I'm happy to be back. Had a great vacation with the family. Had a great vacation with the family, man. Had the time of our lives. I'm not gonna sing the song because I can't sing, but we had the time of our lives, man. I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to be on vacation again. But let me tell y'all something right quick. You know what? Let's go ahead and get started. Then I'll tell y'all a story right quick. Oh man. Feels good to be back, y'all. Feels good to be back. Breakdown Media, y'all. We live. We are live.
Breakdown meeting.
Yep.
Breakdown meeting.
What's up, Bomb Squad? It's a pleasure to be before you guys on a Monday night. We had a great day today, and we feel good to be back. Had a decent day today at work. It was cool. You know, first day back from vacation. You know, you're gonna hear from this side. You're gonna hear from this side how things went last week, who's mad at who, all that other type of stuff. But you know, we don't really focus on the negativity, but it's there, but we're not gonna focus on it because people gonna do what they do, things gonna do what they do, situations gonna happen, people gonna do everything. So we're not worried about that. All we know is life is good and we're happy to be back. Um yeah, so the show we have tonight is talking about damaged packages. So I have a couple videos to share with you guys. Thank y'all for the likes. We appreciate it. Have a couple videos to share with you guys, but due to my screen right here, my extra screen is not working. The input is not inputting. Um, and so we're gonna put that on the back burner for tomorrow. We're gonna get that working. I have to figure it out later on, but I couldn't hold you guys up any longer, so we had to get to it. But we have some other stuff we can get to. I hope I'm looking crispy out there. We're trying to upgrade some equipment and make sure we're giving you guys the best experience possible. But I have a couple things I want to talk about as far as what I've been approached with, as far as comments, concerns, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Um. Yeah. So the whole damaged packages, we're gonna deep dive into that. We're gonna have a part 2 tomorrow. We're gonna scratch the surface tonight, but nothing too deep. But tomorrow we're gonna really, really dive into it, and hopefully I can get my equipment to working right. So back to work today. I'm approached with a few issues, and life is gonna always test you. People are gonna test you to see how you respond, see how you take care of it, and it's always easier to pop off and get upset and you know start your day off bad, even though I didn't ask for it. But things happen when I was on vacation, not my problem. And I'm approached with it on a Monday, and guess what? It's still not my problem. So no matter what, people are gonna try to throw you off. Situations gonna try to throw you off. You just gotta dodge it a little bit and keep it moving because life is gonna shoot negative balls at you, and it depends on how you react. That's gonna determine your outcomes. And so I decided this morning I'm gonna get back to work, take care of business. I'm not gonna really let the negativity or the negative vibes or the negative thoughts, derail my day. And I had a good day. In fact, I had a great day. Um, Load wasn't heavy. It's your typical Monday, so we slow roast on a Monday. That's what we do. All right. So shouts out to you. So I have a couple things tonight. All right. First of all, how was y'all week last week? Because aside from me being on vacation, my week was good. Or my week was great. But how was y'all week last week? Um, I was attempting to, well, not attempting, but I was hoping that I could jump on a live last week, but the place where I was, the internet connection wasn't up to par, so I can, go live because the software that I use, it takes a really good strong connection. So when I'm at home, connection is great. Everywhere else I go, it's a little sketchy. So, you know, home is where it is, right? And then we wasn't able to do anything last week, but I got a lot of emails, got comments. People want to talk about some stuff. So the first thing, I've been getting a lot of questions and comments. I have yet to do a feeder video. Not sure we will, but I'm gonna just touch on this right quick. And people asking like, "Hey, I have a CDL," or "Hey, I've been driving trucks for 10 years, for 15 years. I'm looking to go drive feeders at UPS," right? And they're insinuating that, hey, since I have experience, since I have a commercial license, I should be able to swoop right on in and drive 18 wheelers at UPS. So my answer to them is always like, well, I appreciate the experience. It's cool. However, when it comes to this part of town at UPS, if you're trying to go to feeders, you still got to start from the bottom. People don't be trying to hear that. I get it. But that's just the way it is because you have people that are driving package cars that want to go drive feeders, right? So they're putting in their time, they're waiting until it opens up, and they're going to sign a bid list and hope that they get brought up and go to feeders and do the training and everything. So they're waiting. They're already driving, they driving package, or even if they're working inside, they're working inside, they're putting their time in, they're in line to go to feeders whenever they get called. And so you can't just come off the street, hey, I got a CDL class A with all my endorsements. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. So not trying to be rude, but I'm just telling y'all that's how it is. And so I get it all the time, but most people don't like to hear it. A lot of people probably know it already, but they just want me to say it, and that's cool. I get it. but that's the way it is. So, in a nutshell, for the most part, in most circumstances, UPS doesn't care about your CDL. They just don't. And so, yeah, you might have your little times, one out of 100 or one out of 150, one out of 200, where it's like they really need a CDL driver. You slip in, it might happen. I'm not saying it's absolutely impossible, but I'm just telling you it's not likely that it'll happen. But if you have an example where, oh, I know somebody that, okay, that somebody is one, give me 20 to 30 or 40 people that it happened to. It just doesn't happen that often. So UPS doesn't care about your CDL. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Look, and that's okay. That's totally okay. You can take your CDL, you can go drive truck anywhere else. I'm probably sure you can do well working somewhere else. That's totally possible. You don't need a whole bunch of experience. You can do that. You can also swallow your pride, apply for inside, go work the warehouse, and sign the bid list and kind of wait for your turn. You can do that too. Like, that's always an option. But I get it. People don't want to hear it. But yeah, UPS don't care about your CDL. So that's that. Um, there is kind of no skipping the line. Some people get lucky, but ultimately there's no skipping the line. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I've been having my CDL for, I think I got it in '03. So it's what, 22? That's like 22 years. I don't need it now, but I'm not gonna let it go because I always gonna have it. So if I ever need it one day, you know, I have it. But there's great companies out there that you don't have to wait and you don't have to get in line or you don't have to go and work the warehouse in order to drive 18 wheeler. But and I tell people too, like the UPS way to drive when it comes to safety and all of that stuff, like the methods, you need to drive package car first anyways, because if you've been driving for JB Hunt or Avery or R&L carriers or any kind of trucking company out there, like for the most part, they don't have a safety program or a safety training like UPS does when it comes to driving, sending you to driving class, sending you to intergrad, making sure you know your fives and tens. Most companies don't have that. So you're better off. It's better for everybody that you drive package first, go to training, go to intergrad, you pass everything, learn your fives and tens, then get some driving experience under your belt. I don't care if you've been OTR for 5, 10 years, it doesn't matter. Get those methods down, then go ahead and graduate you over there to feeders. Then you could go ahead and be safe and don't kill anybody and everybody be good. So that's not my recommendation. That's just reality. All right. And so as far as the damaged packages, we're gonna talk more about it tomorrow, but it's been a lot of news stories out there kind of floating around. Basically, people upset that their packages are being lost and are stolen, damaged, all of this stuff. And people kind of, they go into the news channels and they're saying, hey, look, my package is this, my package is that, UPS, somebody's stealing my package or somebody doing this. So we're going to break down how packages get stolen or how they get damaged or how they get lost. Because the system moves a lot of packages on a daily, hundreds of thousands of packages daily. And shit happens, you know, shit happens. So we're gonna deep dive tomorrow because my monitor is not working. But I have to make sure I get in front of you guys tonight and offer some type of. And another thing too, I was contemplating on. I don't know why this device isn't working. Yeah, we still good. All right, cool. So I was contemplating on. I was thinking about this for a couple months now. Where people got all these questions, and it's kind of hard to answer all comments and questions and stuff like that in email. So if people need more of a detailed, like a conversation where they have multiple questions, stuff like that, I was actually contemplating on starting coaching calls if you have questions or like you need to have a conversation. And just as I was contemplating on it a few weeks ago, I go on vacation and I get emails on Monday and Tuesday requesting calls, which I never announced it, but I was like, okay, well, it's actually ironic that I was actually thinking about doing it. So um we'll open those up. And so not really sure what the price will be yet, but we'll open those up. So just email me brick.everyday@gmail.com and we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and put a schedule together, and if you need to have a conversation about this stuff that we talk about, maybe it's not enough information, we could set up a call, whether that's a Zoom, telephone call. We'll set it up and we'll figure out all the details here. I haven't advertised it, but I'm getting requests, so I might as well let you guys know they are available. Yo, what up, Eric? How's it going, my guy? Yo, Eric, where you from, bro? Where you from? Where you from? All right, let's see. Yeah, I saw the light. Yeah, one day at a time till your day comes. You're right. I'm not letting the dumb stuff. I'm not letting the dumb stuff get in the way. I'm not. I don't I don't work like that. If I still work at UPS, yeah, I still work there. Yeah, I still work at UPS. I'm going on year 11 this year. Oh, you an automotive tech at UPS? Nice. Nebraska. Hey, salute to you. Salute to you. So you just started. You brand new. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the crew. Glad you found us. Glad you found us. Tyrone, shouts out to you. What's happening, my guy? Oh, you got LASIK last Thursday. You're out on FMLA for 2 weeks recovering. Hey, take care, bro. Take care, man. I hope everything works out for you and you can get back stronger and more powerful. That's what we talking about. Hey, glad y'all here, man. Glad y'all here. Another thing too, man. Let me tell y'all this. This is crazy. So apparently there's oh, hold on. Oh, Dooley gonna be driving on Saturday? Man, shouts out to you. Way to hang in there, bro. Way to hang in there. Eric say it's great money, but it's hard. Yeah, man. He just passed a pre-seniority. Yeah, man, being hard, that means you're gonna be tested. And I always say if you're gonna be tested, it's gonna obviously make you better. Even though it might hurt a little bit, it'll make you better. So, it's good that you're going through that. I think that'll make you a lot stronger, man. So hey, shouts out to you. Dooley driving on Saturday. Go get that money, man. Go get it. Go get it, Dooley. Hey, we rooting for you, bro. You know we are. Jude asks if I ever hear about people doing full-time car wash for 20 plus years. Driver must be a decent gig. I've heard of it only once, maybe once, but it was like a one out of 1,000. It's very rare, just because they don't like doing the inside duties, putting all of those inside duties on one person. And so It's possible, just not likely. I haven't heard of it much at all. At all. I know there's a preloader in my building. She's been on a preload for like 28 years. And she said she's been trying to get a full-time gig, but they won't give it to her. So like she's been at it in two different buildings because she came from the building I started at, and the new building that we're at right now, she's there right now. So she's been trying to get something full time for the longest, almost 30 years, and she can't find it. So it's not many people with more seniority than her. But yeah. Yeah. Dude said, how was my vacation? Father's Day? Man, look, Father's Day, we flew back into town on Saturday. And so it was a long day of traveling because um we had a flight delay. Our flight was in the afternoon time and it was bad weather in Houston. So our flight got delayed from Miami back to Houston. So it was a long day of flying on Saturday. So once we got back on Saturday, it's like chill time. Then on Sunday was Father's Day, which that was great. You know, I had a really good Father's Day, but we chilled. I didn't cook. I didn't do anything extra. I didn't do anything much. Just kind of just got ready for work today and had a good Father's Day. Had a great Father's Day, you know. But yeah, Father's Day was great. I don't really look too much into it. It's just that, we just got to try to be great, all the time. I mean, a celebration is cool, but like I don't really need it, but I appreciate the extra love on Father's Day. I really do. I really, really do. Um, oh, Nick say, why so late? Oh yeah, appreciate you, Eric, man. Hey, man. Hey, good luck with everything, bro. You got it. You got it. Why so late, Nick? You say why so late on the live stream? Look, man, we had it scheduled for 8:30 initially, and then I get home and my screen not working, so I try to fix it and get it right, but wasn't able to. So I didn't want to just throw everything for tomorrow. I figured I'd come on here and chop it up a little bit and then let you guys know what was going on. So yeah. What up, Marcus Smith? You still holding it down, bro? You still holding it down? No extra vacations, right? We still good? Hope everything is good with you, bro. Oh, Nick, you on vacation. All right, man. All right, Nick. A's of the 100 yet in San Antonio, net? Let me know. We getting close over here. Well, besides all the rain, we getting close. We getting close. I have another vacation in August. We gotta hit the hot months. You know what I mean? Eric said, "Dang, bro, that sucks." I don't know why. Sometimes you gotta say something like "I'ma quit," and then bam, they usually will stop her from quitting. Shaking my head. Yeah, man, she's really, really dedicated to her job. Like you don't really hear from her. She just grinds it out, and um, she's really good at her job. It's like second nature. But I was surprised because I left my initial building, and then everyone else moved in like 2 years later, and she moved to the new building. I was surprised to still see her around. But yeah, yeah. Hopefully she gets what she wants. But it's just like I think she's good where she's at. But like she done put in a lot of time, and it looks like she still got at least 10 years left. Um, yeah, I hope she gets it too. Jude says we got two guys in my center that were car washers for a long time. They started driving packages like 5 years ago. Full time seniority, so they both have good routes. Man, once you get a good one, you stick with it. Once you get a good route, you stick with it. But look, hey, it's a grind. On car wash for 5 years, that's not a bad gig. Or package 5 years ago, but it was in car wash for a long time. I got look, hey, but car wash, I'll do car wash over preload any day if I had to. If I had to choose, I would do car wash over preload for sure. What's up, buddy Franco? Y'all started at 8 a.m. today? Man, I wish we could start at 8 a.m. We started at 9. We've been starting at 9 on Mondays. I would like to go back to 8:30, but that's not gonna happen. Oh, Marcus Smith, you good? That's good to hear, bro. Look, man, don't let them issue. Look, Marcus, don't let them issue any extra vacation that you haven't planned for. Don't let them issue you any more. Cause you good on the ones you have scheduled. We don't want any extra vacays, all right? We good with that. We're rooting for you, big dog. We're rooting for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Eric, good benefits, bro. Great benefits. Like, you can't beat it anywhere, man. You really can't. You really can't. Yeah, they park them tight, man. They park them extra tight. I came in 2 weeks ago and my spot, the two cars on each side of me, they left it a little tight for me, man. So I was like, I ain't gotta go somewhere else. I didn't park there. I parked somewhere else. And then 2 nights later, the guys on car wash, they broke my side window. So I had to write that up before I left. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Marcus Mill. Yeah, don't play it too. Nick, you in the Bahamas right now, Nick? You in the Bahamas, Nick, right now? Are you going? Are you there right now? We was in the Bahamas last week. We was in the Bahamas last week too. It was cool. Bahamas was cool. 83 degrees. It was lovely. It felt hotter though, but it was 83. It was 83 in the Bahamas. I go on my vacation. Well, we took a cruise out of Miami on Royal Caribbean. It's pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Went to St. Thomas. We've been to St. Thomas a few times. Went to St. Thomas. That was nice. Really beautiful weather. We love that place. It also took us to. We were supposed to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico, but we went to Ponce, Puerto Rico. So that was cool. It wasn't great, but it was cool. It was cool. We had a DR stop, but they decided to take out the DR stop due to safety. We kind of was like, ugh. But I guess ultimately, if we gonna be more safe, then I'll take it. And so then we went to the Coco Cay, the private island for Royal Caribbean, that's in the Bahamas. We went on there. We went there on. We was there on Friday, so that was cool. Then cruised back to Miami. Then we flew back home. But it was a 7 day vacation. We stayed in Miami for one night before we left out. It was great. Miami is always chill, and we had a good time. We planned that vacation like a month and a half. We planned it for a while. Finally came here one day at a time. You get there, you get there. But yeah, vacation was good. I don't know. The people at work say I'm a little crispy. I don't know. I don't think I got a tan, but I don't know. I feel like I look the same. I have a couple mirrors in the house, but I don't feel like I got tan at all. But I mean, my legs are kind of. Cause we did jet skis in the Bahamas. We did jet skis. So we was on the jet skis for like an hour. So I think my legs got a little crispy outside of my shorts with the jet ski playing. So yeah, that was cool. The jet skis, we went all over the place. Dude took us around islands and all kind of places. Like, man, we kind of going a little far from the island, man. We need to probably like start heading back or something. But it was a really good tour on the jet skis. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, Marcus, everything by the book, man. You know what? It's funny that you said that. I was just talking to another driver today, and just say like, we do everything by the book, but there's other people that's there to enforce the rules a lot of times who don't do everything by the book. But as soon as we don't do things by the book, then we get on the chopping block. But yet, it's like, come on, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gotta say no names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, man, everything by the book. And you know what? Sometimes when you do that, they still get you. But hey, Marcus, you good. I think you're gonna be good, big dog, especially the rest of 25. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Jude. Oh yeah. So we don't do summer seasonal drivers in my building. We'll start bringing those seasonal drivers in probably like after October. So any drivers they hire before October 15th, they'll be it'll be like TCDs or whatever. And then, but yeah, they're not gonna bring seasonal drivers to after October 15th. So like we don't do the summer seasonal drivers at all. We have enough TCDs and unassigned drivers to take care of the routes that people abandon due to vacations. So yeah. Yeah, gotta do the job to the T. Yeah, man. I appreciate when people take pride in their work. I take pride in my work, and actually, people want to do a good job. I always commend that because it's not everybody. It's not everybody. Y'all know. Y'all see them too. Y'all see them. Brian Farris, man. Shouts out to you, man. I know you. I know you passed Intergrad last week. Yeah. Brian said today was my second day out on my own. The load of the truck can make or break your day. But once I got the bulk out of my floor, it smoothed out and the package were able to be found. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Brian Farris, he did well at Intergrad. And he already on his own, so shouts out to him. He said Friday he was told he'll be done by 4, and he was. Yeah, man. So you probably getting what, like all resis right now, or they got you a little business, but they're gonna slowly feed you. They're gonna slowly feed you, and you know, you get a little more every day, and it might get challenging. Then again, it might not. I've seen drivers in training, 30-day packet, get a cakewalk, and then I see some other driver. I'm like, damn, y'all giving them all of that? So I've seen both sides of the spectrum, and you never really know what you're gonna get until you start getting it. But hey, shouts out to you and be safe, bro. Safety is key, and things could change just like that. So just stay focused, and you got it. You got it. Let us know how it goes, man. You got it. Finished your last stop at 3 o'clock. Today was on a new route, and someone ended up taking 18 stops off of me. Win some, lose some. Just got to stay fluid and moving. Yeah, man. Don't let your legs or your feet get caught in the concrete in the quicksand. Keep it moving and keep it safe. That's key. Lunchtime, Eric. I got you, bro. I got you. Y'all be safe and enjoy this night. I just sub, bro. I'll definitely be coming back. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, Eric. Look, we here, baby. We here. And shouts out to you for the new position. And I hope everything goes well. And we're glad to have you over here at Brick Media, all right? Yeah, dude, it would only get easier. You're right. Repetitions, it gets easier. And before you know it, you start doing stuff, you're not even thinking about it. Just like automatic. You turn into a robot. You really do. You really do. You really do. Learn all the routes. That's another thing, too. The more routes you learn, the more valuable you are, which it can end up being something, I'm not going to say bad, but it can work against you eventually because you might learn too much and then they start overusing you. I mean, it happens. They're looking for best available options all the time. So the more valuable you are, you can get used a little bit and sometimes even misused a little bit. But you have to initiate the balance. So I mean, but it is tough, but it's possible. People do it all the time. But yeah, learn as many routes as you can so that way you have more options and you kind of give them more options and you can make more money. That's just the way it is. Yeah, Dooley, yeah, you know what's up, bro. You know. Man, look. I have a driver, man, that made a comment on one of the videos. Remember the map video we did last year? I want to say it was like in April, March or April, something like that. We talked about the maps when UPS took the maps away. Y'all remember that? And which I believe is a driver, he commented on the video. And obviously, they still upset about the maps being gone. I don't know, man. I think it's funny. I laugh at stuff like that because, I mean, like if y'all read the newspaper, and I'm not sure how much newspapers are around these days, but if y'all read an article, I mean, just an article on your phone, or I mean, I don't know, maybe even a text message. I mean, maybe not so much a text message, maybe like an article, or you watch a video or something like that. you really only you really only get mad if you kind of let yourself get mad at whatever you're looking at. Like I don't think it's something that, oh my gosh, I'm outraged because of what they said on the video. Like, but anyways, a driver, I believe, is a driver. Shouts out to him. He commented on the video. Obviously, he's still upset about the maps being gone and don't like my take on the maps being gone. And I mean, my take on, I just made a video about it. Let y'all know that, I mean, if they gone, then they gone. I mean, what we gonna do to bring them back? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna run my blood pressure up about it. And so my take was my take, and I stand on it. I'm not gonna back away. I'm not gonna crawfish out of it. So, I mean, it is what it is. We all have an opinion, and I stated mine in the video. That's what we do over here at Bricked Out Media. And so, driver seemed pretty upset. So it was a little back and forth because I had time. I had time yesterday. Or was it Saturday? It was yesterday. Oh, it was Saturday. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. All I know is I had time that day. So we had a little discourse back and forth, which is cool. It was cool. It was respectful. Um, but still upset about the maps being gone and don't like my take on the maps being gone. Like I can't bring the maps back. Um, I don't really care if they come back because like I don't care. Like it doesn't affect my life to where I'm going to sleep every night thinking about are they gonna bring the maps back on a diet? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't wake up on a Saturday morning or watch a video, then get outraged, blood pressure goes up because they took the maps away. I don't let it affect me like that. And most things I don't really care like that. You know what I'm saying? For it to bother me enough to where I need to be outraged on a daily. With that being said, I was called dumb because of my take on the maps not being here anymore. So I think it's funny because, you know, I stay away from name calling people because I don't have to do that. It's cool. If people want to be what they want to be, then let them be what they want to be. Y'all don't need me to tell y'all what y'all are. Y'all already know. You don't need me to tell you. So I stay away from name calling because it's not really necessary. But whenever someone name calls somebody else based on their opinion, I think it's funny and I think it's noteworthy because it pretty much tells you more about yourself than what we even talking about, or the least to say about me, even though you calling me dumb, which I don't feel dumb. You know what I'm saying? Um, my high school GPA, I forgot what it was, but it was around a 3, right? So it wasn't a 4.0. Um, and the reason why it wasn't a 4.0 is because it's some assignments I just didn't do. You know what I mean? So it's not that I wasn't capable of making good grades, but like I was like, oh man, that's an essay. Oh, when is it due? Oh damn, I didn't even start. When is it due again? Oh, it's due Thursday. Okay, I started Wednesday night about 6 o'clock, and then I won't have enough time to finish, so I'll turn it in like incomplete, and then it drops my grade, right? So I wouldn't say I was dumb. I could have been a 4.0 student if I would have did all my work, but the work that I did do, it was quality. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that, but hey, that's their opinion. I find it hard to make that conclusion on somebody based on their opinion on the video, which I think is funny too, because they don't really know me. I think you guys know me more than they do, but it's cool. So I just think it's funny. People are funny, and this driver said that 95% of the drivers in their center, even old heads, he said old heads, they still mad about the maps being gone. Now the maps been going over a year already. Maps been going over a year, and Where they at? There's a version of the map function on a diet right now. I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's like a mini version of it. But I mean, it's there. I mean, people, but I don't know what center is this, and I didn't even get what center it is, where 95% of drivers are heated, upset about not having maps anymore. So I don't know where that's at, but like wherever that's at, y'all need to chill because I don't think they're coming back. And look, we have other things to worry about, you know, like dogs. You know what I mean? Am I gonna be able to not get bit if one was to charge me? A pit bull charged the USPS guy on my route just last week when I wasn't here. He told me about it this morning. A pit bull charged him, and he pulled out the mace. He didn't use it, but he was ready. But he was scared. He was scared. And he actually told me that he wasn't even sure that he would able to pull the trigger on the mace if he had to. Poor guy, I feel bad for him. But look, all I'm saying is that we have bigger things to worry about than to be worried about whether they're gonna bring the maps back or not. I don't know. But hey, they said I'm dumb. I don't know. So maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts, and that's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. Thank y'all for the likes. We appreciate it. Mr. Ferris says, if we had maps, my day would have been so much smoother. Like big zigzagging around, passing the same landmarks multiple times due to not being familiar with the area. A map with pins would for sure help. Yeah, man. Like we got the maps here a little while, like maybe a year or two, maybe 3 years. I don't know. But yeah, it would be easier. But like, we didn't have the maps before, and it's kind of like it was taken away due to navigation stuff and all that other type of stuff. But yeah, but at the same time, without the maps, um, like you definitely learn faster. You learn the areas faster just because you have to remember stuff. You have to remember landmarks. You have to remember, the block numbers and all of that stuff and how the numbers run. So it kind of forces you to be more in tune with the area and what's going on in the area, and it also makes you focus more. So my whole thing with this is with the maps not being here like they used to be, is that it makes you learn the area a little quicker. You know what I mean? Because it could be a point to where it's like if you just clicking and going, like you don't remember anything. Like you see stuff and you like, okay, well, like I don't have to remember that because like I just hit it and go. So it could be helpful, but at the same time, it can hinder you at the same time. So like that's just my whole point about it. And he said got my airs out, then bulk stops. There were many resis I could got in between, but it's no biggie, just more time on the clock. Yeah, man. So it's just like once you learn the area, like you'll learn it a little faster without the maps. And once you learn the area, like all that stuff would be a lot smoother. And that's just the way it is. And so like I don't like to tell people, things that's gonna hurt them. I like to encourage people, to more or less be your best self, because if you don't have the maps, you actually have to learn more. And once you learn more, I think you you obviously become a better performer, a better driver. And so versus just okay, we're clicking and going. So thank y'all for the likes. We appreciate it. Got the airs out. Yeah, make it through the packet. Hey, set your load up. You know, just know when you're going back there. You have, the HIN number that you're looking for. Have it in order. So like if you have a 1540, of course it should be between your 1500 and your 1600. And once you go back there, and if you don't see the 1540, you know where it's supposed to be, and you don't have it, so you don't have to look for it. And so like if your load is set up like that, man, you spend minimal time in the back, and so you could drive in circles and you still be fine. It's the time that's spent in the back in the cargo area, the package car, that eats up the most time. That and talking to customers. I got a lot of talkers on my route. They always trying to talk. So like that's gonna eat up most of your time, is looking for packages and being organized or not being organized. That's going to eat up the most time. Flavor of the month, Juice said flavor of the month is Orion. They are saying progressive discipline for Orion compliance under 90. Yeah, that's crazy. You said something about that before. Man, in my center, they don't even care about it. I'm not gonna say they don't care, but like they don't really be enforcing it like that. Like if you gotta hit a certain percentage. I mean, they used to put out the reports on a dry erase board every morning and let you know how you did the previous day. They don't do that anymore, not in my center. So I'm not sure if they're not focused on it, but yeah, that's crazy for discipline for that. That's kind of crazy, but I mean, I get it. I know they paid for it, but you know, I don't think it's a good product. But that's just my opinion. And if you don't follow it, yeah. I mean, I don't know what running 60% trace looks like. I don't know what that looks like. You know, like whenever, like I don't really check mine, but whenever they do post it up, like mine always end up being like in the 90s. But like I don't really follow. Like I run it how I know it. I don't follow the order and the board, but and for the most part, stuff are typically together. For the most part, we know that shit is not 100%, but for the most part, the stops are pretty much together. The ones that's next to each other. But every now and then, you know, you'll get one that's way at the bottom. It's supposed to be up top or it's supposed to be in the middle. But for the most part, you'll get the stops around each other that's supposed to be around each other. They say they took maps away because they caused the boards to crash a lot. I mean, that could be a reason too. But I do know at the beginning the boards were crashing a lot, and mine will crash more in the summertime than any other time of the year. And so that could be a reason. I know it was put in because we didn't have navigation at the beginning with the new dyads. And so that was kind of to help you because we didn't have navigation. But once the navigation came, um, they didn't take the maps away. And then eventually the maps kind of trickled out. But like now there's like a mini map function. If you go to the line you want to do, you click enter and like a little mini map will come up and they have the little stops on it. So if you want to look at that, I mean that's still there. But you know, oh yeah, Jude said a new center manager loves to throw the words progressive discipline out there. He said the same thing about alternate business hours. Yeah, so alternate business hours, man, that's kind of easy, man. Just knock that out. And that thing comes up, you just knock it out, man. Like I do it, man. I always do mine on the first day just to get it out the way because it's gonna keep popping up on the screen. You gotta keep hitting dismiss or cancel or whatever. So when that comes up, like that's an easy one actually. But oh yeah, new center manager probably. You know, I don't know for sure because I don't know who it is, but I mean probably somebody new to the position. It probably came from on the road, and you know they're trying to make a name for themselves, and they're trying to blaze some trails or whatnot. But you know, trying to get people written up, but they'll learn eventually, like the way it is, and what's good and what's not good. They'll learn, but then again, some never learn. I know a couple that never learn. Oh, shouts out to them. They know who they are. Yep. Yeah, man. So look, we're gonna. Man, I try to get this fixed, man. I don't know. Man, I have too many. I have too many inputs. That's what it is. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So hey, but we'll be ready for tomorrow because I'm gonna have. Yeah, we'll be ready for tomorrow. I'll get everything tightened up and we'll be straight and we'll talk about these damaged packages, man, because these customers are going crazy with these damaged packages and going to the news channels and doing interviews. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. So hey, if you need to reach out to me, breaktouteveryday at gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. And y'all hit me up. Y'all have any questions or concerns. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Look, I know for a fact tomorrow I'm gonna be heavy because outside of last week because I was on vacation. Tuesdays, whoo, they've been sticking it to me. They've been sticking it to me. Um, yeah. So I know I'm gonna have to go out there and do what I have to do in order to get in. So it's crazy. But we'll make it happen. Either way, we'll make it happen. All right. All right, Breakdown Media, y'all. It's been great. Thanks everybody for tapping in. Thank you guys for the likes. Y'all been great. It's good seeing y'all after a week off. But we back in here. We back in here. Yeah, Dooley, we'll see you tomorrow, big dog. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, Drew, man. Look, I gotta represent for y'all, man. So it's like, I say, well, I can't do that, but I can do this. So we'll improvise as much as we can, man. We still gotta make it happen, man. We can't be a slouch. We can't be lazy. We gotta get it popping. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it, Drew. You always supporting your guy. I appreciate you, bro. All right. See you guys tomorrow, y'all. Brick Dot Media. We out of here. Yep.